We're back, baby.
Who brought these drugs? Who brought that good stuff? Who brought these drugs? Who brought the drugs? Hit 'em with the magic tune. Eyes rolling back of the head. Like a zombie do. What kind of drugs is this? Zombies out of it. Drugs on their face. Just a little taste. Blood drinkers. Death illa. What the fuck is going on? These motherfuckers, they straight gone. Snapping necks, I'm cashing checks. Lovely ladies, know I'm it. Dancing over with the broomsticks. These motherfuckers passed out. Their fucking eyes roll back and they're out of it, baby. We're moving on through. 1, 2. Who brought these drugs? Who brought the drugs? Hit 'em with the magic tune. Eyes rolling back of the head. Like a zombie do.
Welcome back to a very special Lady Babylon. This is initiating apocalypse. We will resume and you. What, tomorrow? Yeah. We will resume Lady Babylon, but for now, I'm bringing you an initiating apocalypse because I need you. And you can practice your Greek here, right? You're still learning Greek, people, right? But I need you to practice it with some material that is just absolutely gorgeous. I want you to know, though, that today is a special day. Today is a special day. How do I say this? I don't even know how to say this to you. First of all, it's nice to see you all. Today is the day. The crack was begun. Oh, God. The future historians, oh, they love this day. Oh, if I could tell you, people, I would tell you everything. Somewhere right now sits Iron Danny Jones in the front of the war for Renaissance. Oh, God, he's sitting there. Oh, God, you didn't see the defeat. Oh, God, you didn't see it. The things that are going on, congregation, right now are absolutely incredible. They're absolutely incredible. Now, you will feel the wake. You will feel the shock wave of Iron Danny Jones very, very soon. Ah, people. So many things I'd like to tell you, congregation. So many things I'd like to talk about. So many things going on. Let's go to the eye of the storm. Let's go. You mean you're not going to tell us about your special mission? No. Oh. People, I want you to hang in there with me. I want you to brace for the wave that is coming. It's time. The historians are all watching. Oh, God, it's lovely. Lovely. Forward, Iron Danny. Forward. Fantastic. I love it. Oh, God. What is the big announcement for today? It was 2 boys. Oh, God. It was 2 boys naked with Jesus in a public park on one hand. On another hand, inside a tomb. Oh, God. Mausoleum. Both of them have the Sindon. Both of them are being taught the mysteries. We have Greek to tell us that. These are no ideas. These are no theories. This is Lady Babylon, where we do not take money. Your greed is forcing you to sacrifice children, adults, the sick, oh God, the weak. Your greed stains your soul with a stench of ruin. It is in everything you do and say. We are ripe for the reaping. Oh, God, people, if this doesn't horrifically turn you on, nothing will. We have another boy with Jesus. Do you want to see? Now, people, what I'm going to bring to you today is a first time. A first time, not of this text, because we've talked about it. We've had this text for a long time, but the first time that we are going to be able to reach inside of it and see the naked boy with Jesus mirrored. This is a fantastic educational experience, people. What am I talking about? Now, before we begin, I want you to remember one thing. Reason, and reason alone. Okay? You don't need any belief. You don't need any dogma or any ideas for this. I just want you to look at this ancient text. This text is so controversial that monists came out and condemned its existence, just like Jean-Pierre did with the Chemical Muse by saying it shouldn't be read. No university should have. This guy has a drug agenda. And then he had the guts. His greed had the guts to sit in front of Danny. Why? Because he wants attention. Right? Oh, your greed, people. Now, when this text came out, people call this thing the secret gospel of Mark. Bull. It is the mystic gospel of Mark. And why do I correct it? Because that's what the text says it is. Right? That's what the text says. It's the mystic gospel. And the text itself says, hey, the mystic gospel of Mark can't be given to everybody because it's got things in it. Like a kitty. Do you understand? We can't let everybody know this. So what Mark did was, when Peter was finally apprehended and properly executed for his crimes, Mark took his notes, right? Went to Alexandria, took those notes, and wrote a mystic gospel that is not for all believers, only for those who are capable of knowing the deep things of Satan. Do you understand, congregation? Only for those who know the deep things of Satan. Do you understand? Fantastic. Are you ready to see what Jesus does So what is this document that I'm bringing to you? When it came out, when it was discovered, it was roundly condemned. People came out, oh God, it's a forgery. There's a whole history of this. Just go to Wikipedia. Just go to that one. Just go to Wikipedia, people. This thing was condemned, right, as a forgery. Oh, Morton Smith must be a hoo-ha, right? He must be crazy. He's walking around talking about Jesus as a magus, right? Why? Because he's doing the Greek, bro. That's why. That's why. So everybody says, oh, it must be a forgery. It must be a forgery, right? Now you can look through the controversies and whatnot, and you can see, is this up? You can see a lot of people. There he is. Here, look, here's a guy. Oh, yeah, here's John Dominique, right? Yeah, considers it authentic, but also the model of the canonical Gospel of Mark. People, bring me back up. Let me just tell you something. This document called the Mystic Gospel of Mark, right, was roundly condemned because it's dangerous. It is a letter, okay, from a 2nd century Christian, a very famous one, who happens to be the head of the catechetical school in Alexandria, the one who performs all the catechesis. Do you understand? That one, that dude, Clement, he's writing a letter saying, hey, you're asking me, Theodore, about the secret gospel, about the mystic gospel. Right? Let me tell you about it. All right. Now I'm going to show you something, and it's going to look exactly like Mark 14, 51 and 52. It's going to use the exact same language as Mark 14, 51 and 52. And it's going to be about a naked kid with Jesus. People, you cannot cover up the drugs. I've shown that historically. You can't cover up the drugs. You can't. You also can't cover up what Jesus actually did. You can't cover up what those texts say he did. Are you ready to see what Jesus the Christed did? Today is a day of reckoning. My voice, the congregation's screams are going to go to the world. Do you understand? Reality. It's beautiful. Satanic. Isn't it nice? The text talks about Satan. Are you ready to see? Now, remember, people, one of the things that we've learned is this is a war. When you read these apocryphal texts, you suddenly see the war between the echidnaic priesthood and the Christians. And not just the Christians, Jews too, monists. It's a war of echidna versus monism. She is the machinery for the mystery, physically, the machinery for the mystery. And her offspring are the generation of vipers. You remember, Jesus ran into these people. This is all coming from the burning purple. Just because they have it doesn't mean we can't use it too. Right? The pagans may produce the drugs, but the monists use them. Oh, God. It's absolutely gorgeous, people. Can't wait for this. Can't wait for this. I'm telling you, there's thunder. Does anybody hear it in the background? Boom. Right? Here it comes. I'm telling you today, people. Right? Isn't it what the time traveler told me? Right? He said, hey, right? Shh, write it down. Do you understand? Today, give it to me. You will feel the blast later. Fantastic. Fantastic. Give it. Yes, this is what I want. People, what does this text say? And give us your lovely backgrounds. Chewy has some particularly lovely backgrounds for you today, people. I want you to notice those. Look at this. This is just, from the, here, open it, make it bigger. And I'm going to put my glasses on for this today because I'm just going to translate for you guys. Isn't this fun, right? Okay, here it is. Ekton epistolon tu hagiata tu Clementos. This is from the letters of the most holy Clement, right? His patchwork crap. And it's to Theodore. That's what the top lines say. Fantastic. Right. Oh, God. People, this first line, I just want you to look. You know what? You can make this small for them, can't you? No, that's about the best we can do because I want them to see your background too. People, I just want to translate for you. He says, you've done really well by silencing the ineffable teachings of the Carpocratians. These are the prophets, the wandering stars. And people, I want you to notice, can we highlight this? Can we highlight it right here? Those two. People, look at this, right? You'll see, there are a couple of translations of this online. There's an interlinear, all kinds of stuff, right? And you'll see, I'll show you the things that everybody misses because they don't really do Greek. Like if you got a translation of this from Bart Ehrman, I would burn it, right? Because it'll more misguide you than anything. So why is he calling them asteres planetae? Those wandering stars. I thought they were prophets, people. Look, the word, highlight that one, right? What do you think these people are doing? They're prophesying. Look at the word I just outlined, underlined, highlighted, whatever. Prophet delphintis. Right? People, do you remember that Jude told us? We had the letter of Jude, and he warned us. Go ahead and take it down. He warned us about these wanderers. What is it? We've seen it 1,000 times in the mystery. What do they do that causes your mind to wander? Right? They give you the communion that causes you to enter death. We're back at the cult, people. Isn't it gorgeous? Fantastic. Give me the, there we go. And what do these people do? They've wandered away from that very narrow path, right? Of the laws of God. And they have fallen. They've thrown themselves into an abyss. A limitless abyss with their wandering, which is sarkikic, which is fleshy and insomaton, and it is of the body and its deeds of darkness. Whoa. This sounds fantastic, right? But did anybody invite me to this party? Why do I never get invitations? You know what I mean? People. These are do you remember, it uses the word at the end of that first sentence there at the top of the page? Hamartion. Do you remember who Jesus hung them around with? The hamartoloi. Who are these people? They're people who engage in physical desire. Ooh. Oh, I told you. Okay. There is a Christian communion. There is a Jewish communion that considers the mystagogic, pneumatic gospel of Mark. Do you understand? These are practices of the mystery. Here's another boy. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. What are these people? Remember, these are the cult people, right? These are the cult people. These are the people who follow the band. Do you understand? Oh, God. What does it say at the end of that top line? It says, people, I can't even translate this. Highlight that. You can't get this into bog-trotting English. Look at this word, people. Blow it up as much as you can. Look at this word. Perfusio menoi. Perfusio menoi. Perfusio menoi. Everybody who's looking at the Greek, learning the Greek, say it. Perfusio menoi. Right? What does that mean? You see the word phusis in it, nature. It means to naturize yourself or to make something your nature. What is that? It is the knowledge. The knowledge of what? People? Look at this. From here to here. The knowledge of the deep things. Try to get the article with it. The knowledge of the deep things. Batheon. Deep things. Tu satana. Oh, do you like that? Do you like that? By the way, for all you advanced freaks who do classical philology and have been doing it for years, I want you to notice that that is heavily Dorian. Satan. Satan. Satan is Dorian. You think it's from Hebrew? Shut up, Debbie. Where'd it go? Give me the whip. There is not a child in the back of my car. It's in my head. Son of a... Oh, go back to your nocturnal emissions, Demi. Oh, God. People, remember, what am I talking about? Leave it up. It's the text, people. Do you know what I found? Remember the nocturnal emissions? What do you do when you have nocturnal emissions in antiquity? Right? Like Timmy. This is like a commercial for Christing cream. Christing nut cream. Right? What do you do when you have nocturnal emissions that need to go away? You Christ the testicles. You Christ the testicles. Right? So next time you're out and you think, well, I'd like to get a full night's sleep, I think I'll use what those Christians use on those eunuchs. Wait, what? Blessed are the eunuchs. The kingdom of God is theirs. Do you understand? How do you make those eunuchs? How turns out they're using creams. Oh, this is fantastic. Right? Do you understand? Oh, I want to do so much with this. Give me the next one. What is it? Timmy is blessed. Yes. Yes. His testicles have been Christed. Now, in antiquity, this blessing, this eucharizing of the scrotum, right? Why is it even there? Because remember, Timmy is having problems. Timmy is entering dreams, right? And having problems seeing things and doing things that Timmy shouldn't be doing. So he gets blasted into reality. Do you understand? Nocturnal emission is a medical condition for which the treatment is a cream to be Christed. Oh, boy. Fantastic. See you later, Timmy. Dump him. Get rid of him. Fantastic. The deep things of Satan, people. That's what Clement is worried about. He says, look, the Carpocratians have started their stuff. Right? Oh, God. Who are they? They're these Christians who get together to perform the mystery, right? And yes, his wife is doing it. Who do you think? Right? Jesus had to get the boy because he wasn't in a place to use a feminine source of antidote. He had to use the boy. That's the only alternative. Historically, people, that's what he did. And he kept saying, I'm going to get caught. It wasn't the first time. It wasn't the first time that Jesus was with a naked boy in a public park. Do you understand that? This is a right, people. Christing is what you do to the boy's testicles. Do you understand? This is history. It's in the document. Do you want to see? Oh, God. Bring it up. Bring it up. Your Honor, I would like to force this text to sing. So what does he say? Look, people, they're just, they have cast themselves into a darkness of falsehood, right? And they think they're free. They assert that they're free, but they've become the slaves to the epithumion, those desires, those sexual desires, andrapododon. You know what it is, that drive that comes. It's andropodotic. Do you understand? It has to be satisfied. It has to be satisfied. Now remember, people, they're using drugs to augment the epithumia, that drive, that sexual drive. They're using drugs to augment it, to increase it, right? To make it unremitting. All right, here we go. Let's keep reading. Let's keep reading. And what happens? Oh, yeah. These people, he says, they have to be totally, just completely and totally disestablished, right? Just taken away from any sort of platform. Do you hear what I'm saying? This is what happens when you have the information. We have this information, and right now, somewhere in the world sits Danny Jones, bringing it to everyone. Right? Fantastic. Fantastic. People, what's about to happen in the text, right? Something's about to happen. I'm going to show you something that Jesus does. And I want to hit it to you. I want to hit it to you early. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to jump. Wait. Go ahead and here, I'll take it over, Chewy. Okay, make me small. What happens is, yeah, you know what? Maybe I'll just paraphrase myself. What happens is he tells Theodore. He tells him. He says, "Look, you can't tell everybody everything, right? Some truth has to fall to faith, right? You have to let the faith tell you what is true, right? I mean, he literally says that, right? So if somebody comes to you telling you true things and these are contrary to the faith, you have to deny them. Right? What this is, people, and this is why I asked you to hold on to your reason. What this is the game plan for everything you see happening around you. I am the authority, right? And you must believe what I say, even if it contradicts reason. Right? Think about government. You must do what I say. If you see that I am lying, you must not believe it. You must believe only what I say. That's control, people, right? That's true power and control. And that's what Clement says in the text. Yeah. You have to not speak the truth. Why? Look what happened to Jesus. These people who are practicing these rites are walking around knowing their days are numbered. This is the second naked kid with Jesus when he was arrested and publicly executed with a crowd yelling, "No, kill that bastard. Don't release him. Kill him." Understand? Now, this earlier event took place in a different place. It was in Bethany. Okay. Was not anywhere near the Garden of Gethsemane. Yet, Your Honor, the exact same circumstances play out. Let's see it, Chewy. Everybody ready to be creeped? Everybody ready to be creeped? Here he is having his discussion of what's true and what's not, and what is that great, that gospel of Mark that is that mystic, manifestation. I love it. I love it. Okay, here, let's go down. Where's the, yeah. Okay, then he talks about Solomon. He justifies it. He basically works up a justification for the horrible things that they're about to do. Okay. Okay, so here we are. Here we are. Look at this line number 51. It says they came to Bethany, right? They came to Bethany, and there was there a particular woman, Miagune, right? And she had a brother. She had a brother. Wait, don't move it. And her brother died, right? And she came and bowed down to Jesus, it says, and she said to him, "Oh, son of David," when you do that, it becomes tiny. "Son of David, son, may have mercy on me," right? Oh, God, and the students, his students, those little scumbag sons of the apostles, were pissed at her. And he got mad that they were like that. And he went away with her to the, oh, am I going too fast here? Chewy's going to catch up. So people, what's happening? This girl comes out to Jesus and she's like, "My brother died, dude. My brother died." And the apostles are like, leave him alone. Leave him alone, right? Leave him alone. Why? People, have you noticed how many times we got to go into tombs to revive people, to resurrect people from their burying? Doesn't it strike anybody as odd and fairy tale-ish? Right? The anthropology is gorgeous, people. The kid's not dead. He needs to be resurrected, and he's in the right. And these drugs that they are using in order to perform the mystery, they're dangerous as hell. Jesus is going around reviving all sorts of people because he knows how to bring the resurrection. Do you understand? Some lady got high off his robes. Why is that? Because you Christ your clothing when you are a prophet. People, you don't understand it because you don't read it. People are, oh my God. Okay, did we catch up? So Jesus gets pissed and he's like, takes her. It doesn't say her name. He just takes this woman, this lady out, and he takes her to the place where all the monuments are, all the graves are. And immediately they hear this noise coming from the tomb, and it's a loud voice. So Jesus walks up and he pushes aside the stone that's on the doorway of the tomb, and he goes in immediately, and there is a what? There is a Neoniscos. Get the article 2. Get the definite article 2. Excellent. Honeaniskos. Oh, surprise, surprise, surprise. Yeah, yeah. There's a Neoniskos that Jesus raises. He raises them. Do you see that? Again, he raises him, right? Uh-oh, and what happens? The young kid, Mblepsos, taking an eyeball of Jesus, looking Jesus up and down, falls in love with him, it says. Falls in love with him. Oh, God. And he begins to beg him that, from here to here, Chewy, that he might be with him in a way that involves Nookie. Do you understand? Oh, God. Oh, God, you people thought I was making this all up. You thought I was making it all up. Jesus. This boy revives. He's been through his ride. What's the first thing he wants to do? To consummate the union with Jesus. Do you hear the mystery that is mystagogic? You cannot erase these words. This is Christianity. Let's see. The marriage. Yeah. Okay. Bring it up, people. Sorry, people. Why does the kid want? What does he do? He falls in love with Jesus, and he wants to enter into a marriage relationship with him, because this is what the bride does. Do you understand? This is what the bride does. One of the popes got it. He dressed him up like little maiden brides. Fantastic. Okay, remember, people, Clement was like, you can't give this stuff to everybody because this is the deep stuff of Satan, right? And, you know, they can't handle it. They can't handle it. Satanic verses. Do you know where Christianity came from? Oh, satanic. I love it. I love it. Don't worry, Judaism. Same thing. I love it. It's gorgeous and gorgeosity. Okay. Now, wait a minute. So, what happens? Yeah. So, and they left the monuments, the tombs, and came to the house of the kid, right? And he was rich. Oh, is it not up there? Oh, is it? Oh, I'm sorry, people. We'll do that again. Okay, so they left the tombs. And they came to the house of the kid. And then it says, for he was wealthy, right? He was wealthy. That's why he's got his own, you know, the family has their own family mausoleum. Right. So Jesus goes into this rich kid's house, and the rich kid is really struck by Jesus and wants to be with him. So what happens? It says kai meth hemenos hex. And after 6 days, so Jesus is just hanging around rich kid's house for 6 days, right? After 6 days, he sets the kid in order. Right? When evening comes, the kid, when I say sets him in order, he tells him what to do. He instructs him in what to do. So that when evening comes, the kid comes to Jesus, having wrapped his hoo-ha with a sindona. Wait, right here. All the way to here. Okay? Sindona. Everybody see it? Now, did we see the boy that is in Mark 14, 51, 52 do the very same thing? Yes. Do you understand? Do you understand? Where does he wrap that thing? On his private parts. Why is that, people? Because when you Christ, here, I gotta shut the door. When you Christ, that eunuch boy, when you Christ, that child that is having those fits, when you put the child into the state of death and resurrection in order to glean the remedy, the antidote, when you do that, right, you create a device, a dispensary. And that's what Jesus is doing. He is turning a person into a factory. In the process, the child is initiated. Do you want to see it say that? Do you want to? This is the most graphic history you've ever seen. I guarantee it. Put it up there. Put it up there. Do you see why the Bible so-called scholars wanted to say this thing is a forgery? Do you see? Oh my God. Says the kid came to him wrapped with that medicated bandage on his hoo-ha, and it says Jesus stayed with him for the entire night. And what does it say? It says he taught him God. Why did he stay with him for the entire night? Because he was teaching him the mystery of the kingdom of God. Do you see the word mystery here, people? This is what is taught to a child who is naked with a medicated bandage on his hoo-ha. It is the mystery. Take it down. Now, when Jesus Christ invites you, what does he say? Must be like the child. Do you understand how the child comes to Jesus? If you didn't just feel a shiver, something is wrong with you. Something is wrong. Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay. Does everybody so far see what's going on? Right. Give me back the text. Give me back the text. I want some feedback on this today. I need to know that people are receiving this information. People, I want you to notice that Jesus does that with a child and then goes and leaves. Says specifically that he departs and he goes beyond the Jordan, right? There are certain things that must remain secret. The things that Jesus is teaching naked children must remain secret. If they don't, he will be scandalized. It was Judas who had just received the Eucharistic, that is the drugging, the Eucharistic bread that is drugged. Remember, I didn't say that. Nona said that. Eucharizing is drugging, and you need the antidote for that. Remember? This is the rite that is being performed. The Christian rite is not for adults. The Christian rite is for children. If you had seen the great mother and Addis, if you had seen, you would know. People, right now, Danny Jones is seated to crack the glass, to free us, and to give us all air. Today is the day that we see the texts, that we know them. Do you understand? The world is not what you thought it was. The people around you who are telling you, follow Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ loves you. Jesus Christ is your Savior. Commit and pray to Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus Christ, forgive me for my hamartaloi. Wait, what? You got to sit around with a bunch of prostitutes. You went out and violated children. And you want me? You want me to bend my reason to you? Fuck you, Jesus. And fuck your followers. Do you understand? That was the attitude in antiquity. Because reason allowed them to say, this criminal, this criminal, Do you know how the world that lived during the time of Jesus looked at Jesus? As a criminal who rightly deserved death because he was arrested with a naked kid. This is who you worship. Yeah. Your greed stains your soul with a stench of ruin. Let me talk for just a second to the monists out there, to the Christians in the crowd, because you watch faithfully, Lady Babylon. You write me all the time, and you watch faithfully. Yeah. You didn't know. Would you have done this if you had known? Would you have committed your life and your way of thinking to this person had you known? You're going to be asking yourself that question. The answer is your greed stained your soul. You see, you wanted something called eternal life, and that doesn't exist in the Bible anywhere. You wanted it. Eternal life. Yeah. You missed the boat. Your greed, your mercenary greed causes you to be a Christian. Do you understand? The satanic verses that are the mystery of the Christ are nothing to you. You are living in a falsehood, a delusion. Your Jesus was arrested with a naked kid performing a cult drug sex rite. And he died from it, which is what he deserved. They tried to crucify him, but the drug killed him. Right? Nona says, right? It didn't have the antidote, right? It's the way it is, people. Reason wins. Faith loses. Faiths come and go, people. Isms come and go. But reason is sewn into the fabric of nature. Oh, God. Love it. You see what happens? Okay, people, I want some feedback. Wait, we're not done with this text. I'm going to show you the echidnaic priesthood and its mark upon the mystery that Jesus is exercising. Okay? I want to show you that, and I'm going to do so through this text. Is this text a forgery? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It matches very carefully a whole constellation of cult terminology used by the author of Mark's gospel, whoever it was. Do you understand? Right? Not only content does it overlap, but it draws in multifaceted components of the mystery. This person, right, who wrote this did so with beautiful Greek. Beautiful Greek. Yeah. Outstanding. Right? Fantastic. Fantastic. And people, when is this thing coming out of? It's coming out of the second century. Right? Second century. This is when all the Bible is getting started. Right? This is when everything, all their written history, this is when it's coming out. This is when it's beginning to grow. I want you to recognize, congregation, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Does it surprise you? Question number one. Should we throw up the answers to this? Question number one. Does it surprise you that Jesus, the Christed, would be arrested, or excuse me, would be in the company of more than one naked kid? Are you surprised that there are multiple occasions? Are you surprised that Jesus is arrested with a naked kid? Before he was arrested with a naked kid, he had a reputation for being around naked kids. Does that surprise anyone? You know it. Right? Not really. Right? Not really. Give me, not surprised. Midnight. Not surprised. Mormon atheist. Nope. Not really. No. Who was that? That was Madam. That fantastic, right? No, not surprised. Jesus is a creep. Not at all. Not at all. Not anymore. Right? Not anymore. And what's the difference between now? The person who said not anymore, between now and then, before, when you would have been surprised. Right? You've just had access to the text. You're not buying a theory. You're not buying a religion. You're not giving your money to anything. Right? You might as well be sitting in a coffee shop, right, with your phone sitting there. When you and I are just having a casual conversation. But in that conversation, you are getting those sources. You're getting those sources. And now it doesn't surprise people. Right? Now it doesn't surprise people. Danny Jones is carrying the weight of Renaissance on his own shoulders. He can, because he is iron. He's the prophet of the iron generation, and he's bringing them reality. Oh, God, Danny Jones. Right in the front, people. I can't tell you, but he is right in the front. Oh, God. Oh, God. You'll understand later, congregation. You'll understand. You'll understand. Now, big things are happening. Big things are happening. Right? As long as we keep our heads down, push forward, and trust in the text, dude. Dude, we're totally armored and ready to go. There is no monist that can stand before us. Doesn't matter what their particular cologne or perfume is. They can't stand before us. The satanic verses are everything. Do you understand? It's the mystery. Jesus understood, and that's why he was arrested in a public park with a naked kid. Okay, another question, people. When it sets in your mind that this is the reality, do you, like me, have a desire to do something about it? Let's see. Who do people have a desire, or is it just, for your own? Is this just for your own benefit? Are we entertaining? Do I entertain you? Is that what it is? Entertainment? Or is this something else? Do we have a serious relationship, you and I? Yeah, we do. And I saw that. I saw that this weekend. And I understand that that is a strength. And historically, it's a strength that always has to be there in order for two people to get together to bring Renaissance. I understand it now. I saw it this weekend in action. It was a lesson, a profound lesson for me. So thank you. Right? Thank you for giving me enough time to catch up and to see. And Satanic Congregation, I know you were dying. Did we get some good answers to that question? Fantastic. And these are also for you people who were, right, bouncing off and thanking and moving through the machinations mentally. What are we going to do? My final question for today, and then I'll talk about school a little bit and we'll end. My final question for today is, what are we going to do about it? What are we going to do about all this? What are we going to do? Somebody bring up a suggestion here. Bring up a suggestion. What are we going to do now that we know and are free? Right? We can bow to the Lord's reason. That's nice. That's nice. But let's do something. After we bow to the Lords of Reason, let's do something then that the Lords of Reason would want us to do. Teach AI Greek. Hey, that's an idea. That's an idea. Get intimate with an AI. Make her learn some Greek. Lady Babylon, tour of 2025. Okay, what are we going to do, people? What are we going to do? Are we going to free the world? Are we going to free the world? What is the goal? What is the goal? When I say Renaissance, I have something in my own mind, right? What is your goal, congregation? Right? Yeah, let the muse sing. Exactly. I like that, right? I like that, right? Keep moving forward. Yep. Keep moving forward. And how do we do that? See what I mean, people? It's not seeing the future and having a plan, right? These are complex things that idiots like myself, I don't do that, right? I can't think more than 15 minutes. I don't even know what I'm going to do after the show today, right? How much less? No, I have a couple of things I need to do, right? Fantastic. Destroy monism. Let's just leave that one up for a second. To destroy monism. What would it do to destroy monism? If people came out and en masse had an understanding of what Jesus was actually doing, if it comes out, if we break the ceiling and it comes out, right? What happens? What are people going to do? Amazing freedom, isn't it? Congratulations, you're free. Your mind is free. Imagine how it would change. Let's just say government. Are you going to govern yourselves more democratically? You're going to get rid of tyrants more quickly than you're doing right now, which is not very quickly. Right? You're going to, if you're free. How many people are dying right now due to the greed of the tyrant? It's measurable. Right? What are we going to do? What are we going to do? I wish I had known. I wish I had known is one of the most common phrases in Tartarus of people who are being tortured for their greed. Thank you for coming today. We will continue with and you through 1 and 2 and 3, and then I will test you, and I will love to test you. We'll get you up on that track and make sure that you are at running speed so that you can continue. What do I want you to do between now and the next time we meet for class? I want you to read the vocabulary from units 1, 2, and 3, and I want you to memorize it so that I can ask you, what is blah? And you can say, it's blah. Do you understand? We have to do that. It has to be a part of our routine. Do you understand? And when you learn that vocabulary, you're going to surprise yourself how much you will learn about yourself and your own language. Isn't it great? Love it. Okay. People, I'm just hanging around you because I love being around you so much. Thank you for coming today. I want you to know we've been honored, and the muse is being recognized. Love it. Hail Satan.
Roll around like a zombie do, eyes roll in the back of their head, eating the dead, blood drinkers, snow blind again. On the microphone, 1-2, Orphic harmony on the harp. It's Donnie Darko, milking these motherfucking bricks out. Teddy Bass putting in more work, with politicians pulling your skirts. Just dance a little bit, boogie woogie, 2 shoes at the party, dressed to kill. These motherfucking drugs got 'em ill, baby. I'm a Diaz dead switch with the prick. Who brought these drugs? Hit 'em with the magic tune.